Welcome to Big B Daily. No frauds allowed.
What is going on? What is going on, people? It is good to be back. It is good to be back. Big B Daily Show. I was gone for a week. I had knee surgery. I apologize, but I was able to make it back. So thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So again, we are live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube. Thank you guys. Big B Daily Show is Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. Let's get it going. Again, if you're on TikTok, please continue to tap the screen. As always, the goal, 3,500 likes, 30 new follows. Come on over and join the live. And click my YouTube link in my bio. Come subscribe over on YouTube to Big B Sports Talk. Come on over. Join the live. Join the chat. Get a lot of access over there. So let's get this thing going, man. We're back. I feel good about it. I feel good. Let's go. So, CJ Stroud, Rookie of the Year, MVP. At this point in the season, isn't he both? I think he is. I don't think there's any question that he is. His team is a place out of first, like percentage points out of first place. They've already beat Jacksonville on the road, whipped them. I like Houston. I like what they're putting together. Now, there's still a lot of football left to be played. A lot of football. But as of now, I think CJ Stroud is the MVP. I think he is. There's a lot to like about what he is doing. A lot to like. And they are winning football games with him. So somebody on TikTok says, hell no, false. They're not winning games? He isn't playing well? Jeez. But the guy's playing outstanding football. So how you deny that, I'm not sure. I don't know what you're watching if you don't think that he's playing good football. He's playing outstanding. And they're playing outstanding for their coach. Their defense isn't great, but they're winning games. And that's what matters. They are winning games. So good for them. Good for them. My man Golf Hawk, glad I'm back. Hey, man, I appreciate that. I am glad I am back too. D Hard. Glad you're back, big bro. Take care of yourself. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Surgery at this age sucks. Knee surgery sucks even more. Being fat, having knee surgery is even worse. But you know what? We're making the best of it. So I appreciate it. What else we got, man? Let's move on. My man Rob Johnson said the Texans would have to win the division for Stroud to win the MVP votes. You're right. Or like if they finished and they won like 12 games, but still didn't win the division, I think he gets the MVP still. I still think he would be in that conversation. But I think you're right. I think they got to win the division for him to win the MVP. So we'll see. Let's move on. I don't know if you guys noticed on Sunday, but Jimbo Fisher got fired. Texas A&M finally had enough. Jimbo says, send me my money. $78 million to retire. Let me say that again. Jimbo Fisher is going to receive $78 million to retire. Or not to retire, to get fired. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just, hey, I'm a mediocre coach, but I'm going to get 78 million bucks. Thank you, Texas A&M, for the retirement. I'm up out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Whew. And I see people over here, you know you're bad when you're paid not to work. You know what? If somebody's going to give me $78 million to be bad, I'll just be bad. You can tell me I'm bad. You can tell me I suck. You can tell me I'm the worst coach in the history of coaches. As long as that check cashes, I don't care. $78 million. Call me whatever you want. No, Jimbo should not have stayed in the ACC. Why? Why should he have stayed in the ACC? I mean, what? He just, if you count all the money in total, it's $95 million from A&M. Tell me again why Jimbo Fisher needed to stay with Florida State. Were they offering him that? No. Gee, many Christmas. Let's keep it real, people. This is one of the greatest golden parachutes I've ever seen. Mediocre at your job. You know what? Go away. Here's $78 million. Just go. Go. Okay. I'll go. I'll go. Oh, man. Jimbo Fisher. It's just amazing that A&M thought that they were going to get something good out of him to begin with. I mean, what did they even think? He won a national title at Florida State, but after that, he wasn't great. He was average. And you bring this outdated coach in to think he's going to turn it all around. He got good players, just couldn't coach them. Just couldn't coach them. Whew. Brutal. Brutal. But let's move on. Let's move on. And again, as always, thank you guys for joining the Big B Daily Show. If you're on TikTok, remember, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. Thanks for the rose. Again, as always, continue to tap the screen. We need 3,500 likes and at least 30 new follows. Thank you guys for the gifts, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And if you're on YouTube, if you're not following, give me a follow. And the super chats are wide open on YouTube. Super chats are wide open. You know that gets you front access. Read your statement immediately. Immediately. So let's move on. Are the Browns for real? What do y'all think? Do y'all think the Browns are for real? As much as it pains me as a Steelers fan, I think the Browns are for real. I think they are. I think the Browns got something, man. And every real football fan has got to admit that the Browns got something. Thanks again for the roses, man. Thanks for the gifts. We appreciate it. But the Browns got something. That defense is legit. That defense is legit. It gave up some points yesterday, but when it needed to, it stepped up and helped win that game. Deshaun Watson showed me something I didn't know that he had left. So that was good. So, man, I think the Browns are good. I think the Browns are good. That football team, that defense, they're 6-3. They got the Steelers coming. Now, they're probably going to lose to the Steelers because the Steelers are just a superior football team. Y'all know that. Check it out. Y'all know how good the Steelers are. But the Browns are good. Are they Super Bowl material, though? Because after last week, a lot of people were saying that the Ravens were Super Bowl material. The Ravens just lost to the Browns. The Browns went to Baltimore and won. So are the Browns in that same Super Bowl class? I think you got to say yes, don't you? I think you do. So we'll see. We will definitely see. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Good game coming up on Sunday, though. Real good game coming up on Sunday. So let's get to the Q&A section. Taking questions like we have been. We're reading through questions. Getting a ton of gifts, and I appreciate every single one of them. Thank you on TikTok. How good is the Cowboys, or are the Cowboys? How good are the Cowboys? We saw them again beat up a bad football team. The Giants are terrible. Not to mention they're playing with their third quarterback. But the Giants are terrible. I just, how good are they? And you do that coming off a game where they played well against Philly. I mean, they did. They played well against Philly. A lot of arguments could be made that they should have beat Philly. But they played well against Philly. So where do you go? You know what I'm saying? Where do you go from there? So I think the Cowboys are a good football team. I think they're a really good football team. But we'll see. We'll see. We will definitely see. What do we got on TikTok? Well, first off, we got Golf Hawk over here. Browns are going to steamroll our Steelers. Browns offense is trending in the right direction. Cowboys are who we thought they were. RIP Coach Green. Now, Golf Hawk, hold on a second. Isn't our offense trending in the right direction too? Isn't our offense, especially the running game, isn't it trending in the right position or direction? I think it is. I think it is. You know, Cowboys are who we thought they were. I don't believe that. I think the Cowboys are better. I think they're better than what we thought. But we'll see. We'll see. I know Cowboys are America's team when Steelers are randomly talking about them. We're not randomly. This is a sports show that we're talking about the Cowboys. So you call it random. I call it relevance. But whatever. I'll go with it. Steelers have no quarterback. You're right. Kenny Pickett's pissing me off. Baby Hands Pickett is playing lousy football. Lousy football. Ugh. Wrote an article about it on the Noise. Go check out thenoise.com. Stock up, stock down. Baby Hands Pickett. Terrible. Terrible. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. He's on my last nerve. On my last nerves. So, here's my man over here on YouTube, Rob Johnson. Death, taxes, Cowboys choking in the playoffs. Oof. Brutal. Brutal. So, yeah, baby hands Pickett. He hasn't gotten any better. Has not progressed. Just terrible, terrible football again. And I'm over it. I'm done with him. Some people want to continue to baby him. I'm like, I'm not going to baby him. I'm done with baby hands. So, Steelers aren't going to even make the playoffs. Maybe not. But right now, we're 6-3. And if you look at our schedule, you wouldn't be saying the Steelers aren't going to make the playoffs. But that's probably a Browns fan, so I understand. Niners. What do we think about the 49ers? I think the 49ers, do we think that the 49ers are back? Did they just catch Jacksonville at the right time? They had a week off. What do y'all think about the Niners? I'm interested. Because I think the 49ers are still one hell of a football team as long as Brock Purdy doesn't have real game pressure. Again, another game yesterday where he had no game pressure. He played lights out. And are they back after one game? Because nobody said they were gone after one game. But now they're back after one game. See y'all's logic? You never said the Niners were gone after one game, but all of a sudden they win one game and now they're back. Come on now. First of all, I don't think they went anywhere. I just think they lost football games. I don't think that they weren't as good. They just happened to lose some football games. So, Sam Howell is looking pretty damn good right now. Yeah, he's not looking bad. Yeah, the Niners' performance yesterday was really good. So, I really feel like Lamar what? Yeah, I can't. You got to speak English. Yeah, that was bad by Baltimore yesterday. That was bad by Lamar Jackson. That was bad. Can't give up that lead. Can't make those turnovers. Must play better. Should have won the game. Had the game. I shouldn't say had the game won, but you were in control. And you allowed Cleveland back in the game. As much praise as I've given Lamar the last couple of weeks, yesterday that was on him. Defense was bad, yeah, but Lamar was bad. So, does Lamar get a ring this year? Not after playing like yesterday? No. So, no. Not happening. Got to play better. What about Kansas City? I think Iowa State has a good chance against Texas. Yeah, I do. Games at Iowa State at night. I think I don't think they win, but I think they got a chance. Jaguars are fraud. Rob Johnson, fraud of the week is tomorrow. Stay tuned. Fraud of the week is tomorrow. Stay tuned, people, to see who's on it. Whew! There are a bunch of frauds up for fraud of the week this week. My goodness. Tons of them. Man. Now, here's a good question. Georgia and Alabama, if Georgia loses in the SEC, do they miss the playoffs? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's going to depend on how it all plays out. But if everything stays the way that it is, and if Alabama beats Georgia, that's what's going to be interesting to me. Because are you going to have Alabama jump all these other teams from where they are now and put them in the playoff with a win over Georgia? If everything stays the same as it is now, I don't think you do. I don't think you can. But I'd like to see it happen. So I'd like to see the chaos and what the committee does. I would love to see the chaos and what the committee actually does. So, here's a good one by my man Rob Johnson again. If the Bengals lose Thursday night, the season could be in jeopardy. I believe so. I think it's a must-win for Cincinnati. There's a lot of season left, but their schedule, it gets tougher. I think Cincinnati's got to win. They got to win. It's going to be tough. The Ravens are good. Ravens are going to be pissed off after losing, too. So, it's going to be a good Thursday night game. Good Thursday night football that we will more than likely be streaming. So, got to see how my knee feels. But as long as my knee's okay, we'll stream it. So, Levis didn't play bad? No? I don't know the Eagles' record over the next 4 weeks. I don't know. They just need to go 1-0 next week. Why am I wearing a K-State shirt? Because I went to K-State. Played at K-State. Love K-State. CJ Stroud, if you missed it earlier, CJ Stroud, I think at this point is the rookie of the year and the MVP of the league. So, who am I? Who are you? I'm Brien. He's a Pro Bowler for sure. He's more than a Pro Bowler. What quarterback, let me just ask this question. What quarterback has played better than CJ Stroud this year? What quarterback? So, I don't think your family fed me, but I appreciate it. But I was there back in 97 and 98. But yeah, what quarterback has played better than CJ Stroud this year? I don't think anybody. As a matter of fact, I know. Not Mahomes, not Lamar, Herbert, Allen, Burrow. Nobody's played better than him. So, not Hurts. So we'll see. And because somebody's thrown for more yards doesn't mean that they've played better. I said the question was, who has played better? And don't say Tua. Somebody beat me to Tua. No. Tua hasn't played better. Stop saying that out loud. They're going to lock you up in a padded room. But yeah, Stroud, I like Stroud, man. Stroud's good. He's played very well. Very well. So let's talk about this Michigan thing. Well, first off, let's do this. Again, thank you guys for being on the Big B Daily Show. If you're on TikTok, we're live. Please give me a follow. If you're in here and you're not following, please do that. And then click on the link in my bio, Big B Sports Talk over on YouTube. Come subscribe and join the chat and the live over there. A lot of podcasts, interviews, access to other people that I have, YouTubers that I have, fantasy football, Hot Soup is over there, LTB Sports, ton of access to what they have going on. Just a lot of different stuff over on YouTube. So let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get rid of. There's some crazy people and some dumb people on TikTok I got to get rid of. I apologize. All right. So let's talk about Michigan. The suspending of Jim Harbaugh. What did y'all think about it? Did we like it? Did we like when they did it? Do you like how they did it? I personally think the whole thing is BS. If you want to get rid of them, fine. But if you want to suspend them, then just say what you're suspending them for. But don't say, well, none of this has been tied back to Jim Harbaugh, so we're going to suspend Jim Harbaugh. What? That doesn't even make any sense. Or if it does tie back to him, then just say it. But don't say, well, we don't know and we're not sure. Well, if you don't know and you're not sure, then why are you suspending anybody? Oh, man. Terrible. I just, ooh. I think it's nuts. I mean, and then to do it when they're on an airplane when you knew that he couldn't respond is about as gutless as it gets. I mean, the Big Ten commissioner has the spine of a jellyfish. I mean, my goodness. Just a weak individual. You're going to wait until you know that they're flying to Happy Valley to suspend the guy. Just a weak man. Because you can't tell me the decision hadn't already been made. Jeez. Just weak. Just weak. So, hey guys, I appreciate it. I'm working myself back into this. So we're going to have to cut this one short today. I apologize. But as I build the stamina up in my knee to be able to keep it bent longer, we'll do longer shows. So I apologize, man. So, but today we're going to have to cut this one short. Still a little bit on the mend, but we're here. We're here. We're back. We are back. So I appreciate you guys, man. Again, Big B Daily Show, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Thank you guys for dropping in. If you're on TikTok, please give me a follow if you're not already following. On YouTube, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to Big B Sports Talk. Other than that, I will catch you guys tomorrow, man.